Hello there and welcome back to another edition of the Hot Lap Classic Remastered. This time I take a look at the 1998 Subaru Impreza WRX Wagon. The final standard WRX to take on our course, the 98 Wagon. Now, interestingly enough, this car has an issue that is fixed out by GT2 Plus, like the 97 did, where the torque curve was offset by 500 RPM, causing the car to make more power and less torque than intended. So there you go, there's something fixed. Another thing that we've seen pop up a couple of times during the Hot Lap Classic, and I haven't noticed this before, is that the WRX wagons actually have a detuned engine compared to the sedans, which we're going to see soon. So this one only makes 368 horsepower, whereas the equivalent 98 WRX sedan makes 414, I think, fully upgraded. So yeah, something to definitely consider when choosing between the wagon and the sedan, but nevertheless, as I said, the final WRX wagon. Not the final Impreza wagon, there's one more of those, but the final WRX wagon. So I've gone with this red, because it's, I think, the only Impreza colour that I haven't really used all that much is the red. And this one doesn't come with the gold wheels or any like blues or yellows or anything. So I think the choices with this were white, grey, black and red. So red was what I've gone for. Four-wheel drive, 368 horsepower, 1,157 kilos. Admittedly, statistically not as strong as a lot of the other Imprezas, but we know how Imprezas do around this course, and they do pretty well. So here's hoping this one will follow in the other WRX wagon's footsteps and be a nice final romp. Anyways, this car is going to get 6 laps of the Motorsports Land track in order to set the best time it possibly can. Our current leader is the Suzuki Cultus Pikes Peak version. That car's at a time of a 26.540. The WRX wagon unlikely to beat that. In terms of where WRX wagons go, the quickest standard WRX wagon we've had, although admittedly it was running race mod, is the 96. That car set a time of 29.482, followed by the WRX wagon 97, which at a time of a 29.9. And then in last place is the 94 WRX wagon, which I think only made about 310 brake horsepower. So, despite the earlier Imprezas generally seeming quicker than the newer alternatives, because they make more, they're just better cars to sort of drive, and they weigh a little bit less, which seems to have helped them, which is interesting, because that's not something we normally see with cars on this track. But that's the way it's worked for Imprezas. The sort of later ones, not so quick. So I'm expecting this one to potentially be a little bit quicker than the 97. In terms of choosing between this and the 97, I don't think there's a lot in it. And if I was to be honest, I'd probably choose the 97 purely because you can have the option for royal blue on that car, so you can get a nice colour, well as on, like I said, with these stock WRXs you really can't get too much of, there's not a good colour selection, and so I'd maybe go ST. Okay, I don't know where that came from. I don't know where that lap time came from. Alright, cool. I guess I'm going to eat my words, and this is actually going to be ridiculously quick as the final WRX wagon, and it's going to be the WRX wagon to own them all. I think I just managed to hold the throttle around there, and then that final corner cut was beautiful. Alright. Everything I've said in this episode is completely irrelevant, and the WRX wagon, this one's the quickest. I think that's quicker than a lot of STIs, actually, to be honest. Okay. I actually don't know what to say to that. It's not supposed to happen. That's not how the script was written. I mean, I suppose it's slower than some of the STI wagons. It's quicker than the wagon version 2. I've actually got the word wagon highlighted on the leaderboard. I never do that, but I have had to in this case because I genuinely forgot where all of these slot in. That's crazy. Yeah, it is slower than some of the STI wagons, but that was just like... I suppose I've driven these these WRX wagons so often now, I'm just like completely like autopilot when it comes to the lap, I guess. That is crazy. Absolutely crazy. A 29.248 will place this into 87th. Goes in between the NSXR LMGT2 and the Skyline GTR V-Spec R32. It is quicker than a Galant VR4, a TVR Tuscan, an RX-7 Type RB, the Legacy Touring Wagon GTB, quicker than Evo 4, quicker than the WRX STI Sedan version 3. That wasn't running race mod, but still. Yeah, that's that's quick. I don't think there's any really logical explanation to that, other than I got an absolutely picture-perfect lap time with it. That's interesting, and that's also going to make what comes next time a little bit harder. So, yeah, wish me luck for that. Join me next time when I'm going to be driving something very similar. Until then, farewell.